What's up, everybody? Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. All right, quick video for you guys tonight. Sometimes you gotta hear things. I don't want to say over and over again, but it is over and over again. And for whatever reason, you might hear it said a different way, or maybe just the mood that you're in, or the mentality that you're in. Maybe you're more receptive to hearing things. I don't know what it is, but sometimes you can hear something that you've heard before, maybe said in a different way, or maybe you're in a different mind state and it means something different to you, and it's almost like an aha moment. It's an aha moment. That happened to me today. I come home, I'm starving, I'm hungry. People are talking to me at home. I'm just eating. You ever start eating in your kitchen without, like, you know what you're gonna make, but as you're making it, you're eating? You know what I'm talking about? This is happening, right? So I'm not really paying attention, whatever. But people are talking, right? And then for whatever reason, my son, I turned on my Xbox. That's why I turned on my Xbox as I'm about to eat, right? I think I hopped on YouTube. Shout out to Dirk Griggity. I put on his channel, right? My son heard the chime from the Xbox ring, and for whatever reason, just sometimes the enemy tries to tempt you. He just blurs out his mouth and he says, "Xbox has no exclusives." Now, Juju, who's my 9-year-old, looks at my 14-year-old and he says, "What are you talking about?" And my 14-year-old proceeds to let him know how Xbox has no exclusives. Now, Juju, not knowing any better, Juju says, "What about Starfield?" "Nope, you can play that on PC." "What about Halo?" "Nope, you can play that on PC." "What about Forza?" "Nope, you can play it on PC." Now I'm watching this conversation go between both of them, right? And my youngest son is getting confused. And he looks at me and I said, no, yeah, he's right. Technically, there are no exclusive on Xbox because you could play them on PC. And then my son goes, he points at my Juju, points at a laptop that's right there on the table, and he goes, "Well, can you play it on this too?" And I was like, "Well, it's actually a tablet." It's pointing at a tablet. Like, "Well, yeah, you can play it on that too." And my other son, unfortunately, goes, "It's like, haha." And then he grabs the phone and he goes, "You could even play it on this. Xbox has no exclusives." And then it hit me as I'm sitting there. That somehow is a knock against Xbox. But there's no way to actually describe how that is a knock against Xbox. Like there's no real reason for anyone to be mad or upset about that. Xbox does not have any exclusives. As a matter of fact, you can play Xbox on more platforms than you cannot not play Xbox, if that makes. And I'm gonna break it down simple terms. There's only 2 places where you can't play every Xbox games, because you can't even say Xbox games. Some Xbox games are on those platforms as well, but there's only 2 places where you can't play every Xbox games. That's Nintendo Switch and PS5. So any argument as to whether or not a game for Xbox is going to be exclusive is not really that. It's not really what we're arguing. What we're going to argue is, are those games going to be available on the PlayStation 5 or the Nintendo Switch? Now, the good thing about Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo fan base is that they're not begging for games. They got more than enough games. They're perfectly fine. So in reality, what's happening is the PlayStation fans are begging for games. Every time a PlayStation fan ask about whether or not an Xbox game is going to be exclusive, they're literally begging for that game to be on their platform, which is so strange, so weird, because I guarantee they have a phone, so you could at least still play it on that if you wish, but they want to beg for it to be specifically on their PlayStation. I concede to you. I know a few of my fellow Xbox brethren might not want to, but I concede to you. I'm tired of arguing whether or not Xbox has exclusives. Nope, Xbox doesn't have exclusives. I'm not even gonna say Xbox has console exclusives then, because that to me sounds dumb. That's like when the ponies say PlayStation games are not day and date on PC. They're what's it called? Timed exclusive on PlayStation. Like that sounds dumb. Those games are all going to PC. If you don't think Spider-Man 2 is going to PC, you're the dumbest person I know. Spider-Man 2 is going to PC, buddy. Oh yeah, it's just a matter of time. Don't worry about it, right? So, the same way I wouldn't argue that, I'm not going to argue that Xbox has console exclusives. Xbox has some games that go on PlayStation 5, and they have some games that don't go on PlayStation 5. And right now, what it looks like, it's like the Sony fan base is begging for these Xbox games, to include Halo. Doc Dog 1985, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.